Have you ever heard of Peter Hawthorne, who was the first Australian errand boy? Or maybe it might have been me, I don't know. But it could have been a previous life, or this could be just a fantasy story like the rest of them. Let's have a read. Life was tough for little Peter. You see, he struggled every day, in and day out. You see, he was not the family person that this family wanted him to be. And also, none of the cool kids wanted him to be his friend because they thought he was too weird. Because they thought, so young Peter Hawthorne had to settle down with a dickhead named Kyle, who, might I add, is a real sports nerd. And mind you, he looked at fighting at the football as a way of life. And this was the way I will increase my mojo. What a joke. It wasn't really that he got into fights. Now every kid does that. It was the fact he got into fights for saying stupid things. Like, come on you bloody Norwood team. Punch them in the face. And then when the umpire made a decision Kyle disagreed with, he would say, you take that decision back, you stupid ref. I will phone my lawyer and have him charge you with assault and battery, which made no bloody sense at all. And he will invent words like, get off him, you bloody opposition, or I will take you to the establishment court, and you will be behind bars forever. And Peter Hawthorne really wanted to know what an establishment court was. Kyle would say it is where the ref and the other team is going if they piss off me. Then a penalty for the opposition from right in front, and Kyle yells out, why don't you put your glasses on, you stupid ref? Or did you leave them in your coffin with your last fucking life? You stupid fucking prick. And Peter let out a little giggle, and as if to say that Kyle was the biggest prick known to man. And when some people started to hassle Kyle, Kyle said, leave me alone, you stupid prick, or I will call the fucking police, and I will. My mummy has a door open just for you two fucking wankers. And yes, those dudes bashed him up real good. And Peter Hawthorne sat there laughing. And yes, heaps was coming out of his mind, which made his laugh stronger, like this. Ha 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 ha! He's getting teased. Ha ha! Like, don't trust that Julia Gillard, she belongs in the mental hospital. And that Andrew Barr, he's the biggest prick of the century. I like Tony Abbott, he'll say. He will make those young bloods just redundant because they are teasing me, and I will show them. I will vote for Tony Abbott. What a nerd. Also, his words to me were, you're mad going to college. You should be out working like me, mate. Vote for the Liberal Party. Yes, when I was a boy, Pete, and I stopped him and said, yeah, Kyle, when you were a boy, I was a boy too, so shut your fucking gob, you fucking retard. Kyle was angry with Peter and said, I want all my presents I gave you back. You aren't a friend worthy of my gifts, so fucking give them back, you cunt. And then Peter laughed at the fact that he said cunt instead of cunt. That was so funny, thought Peter. And after that, the weekend where Peter and brother ditched waiting for Kyle, and went straight to the football, and Kyle got on the bus by himself and said to Peter, don't ever do that to her. Don't ever do that again, you fucking retard. And Peter said back to him, you are a retard, you liberal cunt. And the feud went on for months. And after 10 months, They were friends again, but mind you, Peter wanted out of this friendship because he had too much fucking baggage. And he said all this to his other mate, who decided that Peter was too cool for Kyle. And despite the fact that Kyle saw Peter having fun with his new mate, who was Redmond, Kyle wanted Peter all to himself, and Redmond wanted Peter to gang up on Kyle in a dark alley. Yo, having fun. Also, Peter wanted to rid this evil beast from his life, so he can be a normal person with normal issues. Well, issues that he had after the dark alley incident weren't like he imagined. You see, Kyle threatening to take him to court, but to this day, he never has, which says the fact he's all fucking talk, mate, and no action. And Redmond and Peter are the best friends, two peas in a pod forever, and they are finally rid of that dick-faced Kyle. Dick-faced, Kyle's a little dick-faced. He is a little dick-faced kid, mate. And then a man came up and said, he's a man, mate. And Peter and Redmond said, he might look like a man, but he's a little baby kid. And Peter and Redmond lived happy lives as best friends, and Kyle is not with them. And that suits them fine. Well, really, mate, I think that at this present moment, friends are all kids run into having friends who are a bit retarded, and they can't get out of it because sometimes the retarded part in their brain, the receptiveness, make them want to tease them. So that's what keeps them with each other for a long time. And I do actually believe that. And I hope that a lot of you guys believe that too. But sometimes you've got to understand that a friend like Kyle, he sounds like a real, man figure. And he didn't really want to be a kid. You can actually tell by that story. Okay, let's have a listen. Okay, thanks very much. Catch you later.